Hello, everyone. Welcome to the July 3rd 119 release team meeting. This is the end of week 12, and I wanted to say thanks for joining us on Friday, whether you're off for the holiday in the US or you're working or it's the end of your day in Europe or wherever you may be. We just jump right into things. Drop the agenda into the chat. Please add yourself to the meeting. And before we get started, just a reminder that this meeting is covered by the Kubernetes Code of Conduct, which could be boiled down to be excellent to one another. The meeting is recorded, will be on the internet, so be mindful of what you say. And with that, let's get started with enhancements in Nabarun.
Hello, everyone. So enhancements is kind of red right now. The reason being there are a lot of enhancements which are yet to have significant progress, and by significant I mean like they have a lot of maybe tests are remaining to be completed, or like tests are flaking, or like there is no LGTM or approved, or they are far away from like even merging it in the next 6 days. Other than that, 13 enhancements have already have completed all of the requirements to for code freeze. They might have some docs PR left here and there, or some even have that done. And 11 enhancements are certainly red, as in like we certainly think that most probably they will miss the freeze. Other than that, rest of the enhancements we are actively tracking and reaching out to the owners. We are awaiting replies from some owners regarding what is happening and how do they feel about pushing it before the code freeze. And other than that, one enhancement from SIG storage, they actually said that they don't have any Kubernetes/Kubernetes code change. So, and the code change they have is in the different org, and they probably won't finish it before the freeze. So we moved them to the out of tree tracking and removed it from our control.
Okay, that sounds great. So there's around 24 that are somewhere in between done and not done.
Yes.
Do you think that most of those fall towards one end of that spectrum or another, or is it pretty widely spread?
So other than the 13 that are certainly green, I feel that around 7 to 10 probably would go past the freeze. So overall, out of 42, I feel like we might cross that 20, 22 or 24 ballpark.
Is that 24 that are good or 24 that
good? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. They might make past the freeze.
Sorry, I just wanted to
clarify. Sorry. Yeah, sorry for the ambiguity. Thanks, Bob, for asking that. Yep.
Thank you for that pretty detailed update. We're going to send a communication out on Monday, I think, with a reminder of the code freeze, which will be the end of day Thursday. So there's still some time for some changes to happen here. But if you have any concerns about any particular issues you'd like us to help reach out or ping the SIGs to try to shepherd some reviews along, feel free to ping myself or Bob or Taylor.
Sure.
We'll be happy to jump in and help as much as we can. Any questions for Nabarun? Okay, thank you so much for that update today. Let's go to CI Signo with Daniel.
Hey folks, hope everyone is having a happy Friday. Pretty short update today. We only have a few flakes on master blocking, and we're looking pretty healthy there. A few of those are misnomers as usual. As I said last meeting, Conformance J only has been totally green. It just runs twice a day, so it takes it quite a while after it has a failure to start reporting green again. GC Cost Master default, that one's been tracked for a while, but we're seeing a new flake this morning on SIG instrumentation tests, so I'm going to reach out to them. GC Cost Master scalability, that's kind of we've been seeing flakes there for a while, and it's kind of expected, so not a big concern there. GC Ubuntu Master Container D, we saw 3 consecutive flakes this morning, which can frequently indicate that there's something wrong besides the normal flakes. So we're going to keep monitoring that and see if we need to take action other than tracking it at that current issue. Kind jobs are kind of at their normal level of flakiness. So that's also expected at this point. Node Kubelet Master, once again, SigNode is kind of meeting weekly to talk about their tests, and they're doing a great job there. Still having some infrastructure concerns with timeouts and network connectivity over there, but still getting pretty good signal on that. So overall, this is probably the best the board has looked in a little while. On Master Informing, just some updates on the OpenStack and CAP-A jobs. Those are still failing. There's still folks working on it. We did not reach out to them today just to respect their time off. But they're actively being addressed there. So hopefully early next week, we'll see further PRs merged. Besides that, it's just the Windows jobs, which we're trying to help out with as best we can and see if we can get a little more green over there. But looking pretty good this Friday.
Cool. It's a good way to end a week.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions for CI Signal? All right. Thank you, as always, for your very detailed updates, Daniel. Let's move on to bug triage and Vlad.
Hey, happy Friday. We've seen a nice reduction of open PRs for 119, -9 since Wednesday. So this is our second round of escalating to SIG leads, reaching out to people on Slack. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Since you're escalating to the SIG leads, would it help if we assisted in that process, or do you think you all have it under control?
I think we have it under control.
Okay. Thank you for that update. Any questions for bug triage? Okay, let's move on to docs with Mikhail.
All right. So the status is yellow right now. Out of 31 docs, PRs, we have 10 ready for review and 2 is merged. We are reaching out to the assignees, pinging about the soft deadline that we've had now on Monday, 6th of July. But the real deadline in this case would be the 16th of July. That's it.
Okay. Seems like what I would expect us to be in terms of docs leading up to code freeze. I think that's where the focus tends to lie right now. Any questions for the docs team? Awesome. Thank you so much, docs team, for pushing through this and reminding people of the deadlines and just every awesome thing that you're doing. Release notes with James.
Hello. We are green with no change. We largely aren't going to do anything, I don't think, until release candidate 1 drops, which should be next week, I believe. So, yeah, that's about it.
Cool. Any questions for release notes? Thanks for that update. We'll look forward to the ramp up of more release note stuff once we get past code freeze, the exciting time next week. Comms, is Max on? Okay, so I think Max dropped us a asynchronous update, and that's awesome. So looks like comms is on schedule as well. Release branch management with Carlos.
Hello. We don't have any news. Everything is green so far. And just a reminder, next week is code freezing. And we are cutting the first RC as well.
Awesome. That'll be so exciting.
Cool.
All right. We'll look forward to that next week. Nothing from Tim, the emeritus lead. Updates from the release lead team. Again, 2 big milestones coming up are the code freeze, which will be on July 9th, which is Thursday. It'll be end of day-ish. And then Thursday the 16th, which is the week after, will be the docs freeze. Like all the docs have to be merged at that point. So once code freeze comes around, we can circle back on some of those docs things and try to push them forward, see where extra attention might be needed. SIG scalability update looks like it's the same one from previous meeting, so no change there. And then we'll open up for open discussion items. Does anybody have anything that hasn't been on the agenda that they'd like to bring up, or any other concerns as we go into next week with the code freeze? All right. We will end the meeting early today then and give everybody back their time to enjoy the rest of their Friday. And I hope everybody has a really, really good weekend. And we'll see you on Monday.
Take care.
Cheers.
Thanks, everyone.
Take
Bye.
care.
Later all.
Bye.
Bye.